Well, hello you guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be very transparent in showing you what I'm dealing with my two daughters' rooms. So my daughters are 7 and 4 years old, and they are quite messy. This is honestly, while they can be quite messy, and looking back, honestly, I was really messy too. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. I've always worked kind of more in organized chaos, but over the years I have learned the organization and cleaning up after yourself aspect. But my girls have not quite gotten there yet. They are good at cleaning up. However, I really wanted to tackle this organization and this mess because a lot of this is just a culmination of, like, this is not the norm. It is never this bad. But a lot of this is the culmination of, we had Christmas, lots of Christmas with family, and then immediately turned around and packed and went to celebrate New Year's with more family for several days. And so we came back, and so between all of that and the mess that that brought after a trip, plus everything that didn't get cleaned up before and organized before, because I told the girls, don't worry about putting it all away yet because I'm going to come in and organize it. Well, I didn't think that through when I told them that, because it ended up turning into a giant mess rather than just disorganization. So I learned my lesson there, and so I'm going to share with you guys what exactly this whole room looks like. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad because on top of it, then we have a 2-year-old little boy who's very rambunctious, and he loves to come in and ransack their room as well. Anyway, so this is just full transparency today and just sharing with you what this mess really looks like and getting it somewhat organized and under control, hopefully. So I'm going to share that with you all. So let's get started. All right. This is real life, unedited. This is called Christmas Crazy. Went on vacation. We're going to get started completely going through, well, I'm going to get started. I'm going to take care of this mess myself without their intervention to get it under control, and I'm going to take you guys along. Even the pictures on the walls are hanging sideways. So, gotta get it back under control now. So just to keep me motivated and focused, I am actually listening to an audio Bible recording because I am doing a Read the Bible in 30 Days challenge, which I am actually really enjoying. I'm doing it just a combination of listening, but also reading for myself and reading along with the recording, just helping me stay a lot more focused. But let's get started here. I really had a hard time deciding what in the world I was going to do to start in this room. And so I just picked a shelf and decided to start with books. There were actually a lot of books that I pulled off to get rid of, to donate. And so I was really happy about that. I'm always happy when we can actually purge a few things. And at the end, you'll see just how much, hopefully, that I end up purging.
When you're away, there's a hole in my heart. Feels like a deja vu. So come back soon, you are my missing part. I know that you.
And there is one of my little stinkers now, peeking in on me just to see what's going on in here. Probably making sure I'm not throwing away any of her new toys that she got.
When you're around, I feel the sparks takes me higher, sweetheart.
So I have definitely made some headway. In the background, it still may not look like it because I haven't gotten back there yet. But down here, I have definitely made some headway. So one of the things I'm going to do is they have a lot of these like little Lego pieces. It's a hair on my hand. A lot of these little Lego pieces The girls don't have a ton of Legos, so I'm actually just going to put their Legos in a Ziploc bag. And I'm actually going to put it on the top shelf of their closet for now. If I had just like a plastic bin, I'd put it in there. And so the next time I go to like Walmart or the Dollar Tree, I may just get like one of those small plastic shoe bins to put their Legos in. But for now, I'm just going to put it in this because I don't want to run out and go get stuff. I just want to take care of it now. And then that way, just when I'm out and about, then I can grab it. And then, like I said, it'll go on the top of their closet. And they'll have to ask to get it down because I'm not doing this. I am not doing this anymore. Again, just all the Barbie pieces I'm looking at right now. It's multiplying. We are not, you know, as I said, we're not going to keep all those little tiny pieces. But for now, I'm putting them all out. I'm going to have the girls come in and we're going to go through it together. The new stuff we probably will keep at least for a little while because they just got it and I want them really to enjoy their stuff. But once they start like losing things and pieces start to go missing and stuff, then we'll start to whittle it down. But a lot of this stuff is like from past Barbie sets and stuff like that. So I have a, to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of Barbies. But I loved them when I was little and I had a lot of fun with them and they have a lot of fun with them too. They usually get like the ones like this that's like, you know, a Dr. Barbie. She's a pediatrician and like he's a basketball player, a pediatrician. They like the babies. They play with the babies. The dentist set, they have like a little, that's one of the things, the little pediatric dentist. Things like that. That's normally the kind that we get. We don't get like some of the like posh kind of new agey kind of Barbies and stuff. So I don't mind them if they're like that. Like, I don't know, like more real life kind of stuff. But anyway, I actually prefer for them to play with the like our generation dolls that are more like American Girl dolls. And they really like those too. So they have both and they play with them all the time. All the time. I know some people are like, well, you know, you should just have like one or the other. But, I mean, they really do play with them. And, because of that, I don't know. I've just never seen the need to really purge one or the other. So I'm going to keep them. But those are the only things that are going to be out for like grabbing type immediate play. And then, like I said, the things like the Legos and the artsy crafty things we'll keep up top so the little ones can't come in and get into them and get the pieces everywhere. So that's kind of the direction I'm going with this. Okay, update time. Random diaper, it's clean, don't worry. Okay, so this is where they keep most of their little Our Generation dolls, stuffed animals, things like that. So all of the accessories that went with that, I put all in that place because it is a lot easier for my girls to know, okay, everything Our Generation and baby dolls goes in there. Okay, so let me show you what I'm working with so far over here, and I need to get a magic eraser for the tops of these. But books and things are here. This is the like tea party stuff, their little computer things. This is just like odds and ends that they like to play with, purses, dress up stuff. I forgot that we are not using this for clothes right now. So much art from my 2-year-old son. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to designate this just for Barbies because, again, my girls work better when everything, they're macro organizers, I guess, not micro. I'm noticing that about them, which I'm kind of the same way. So this whole thing is designated as Barbie, okay? Now, they do have some more Barbie stuff downstairs, but they're only allowed to play with that every once in a while. This is just their everyday stuff. Their accessories and dolls are in here. And, like, the little sets, like, this is their little Dr. Barbie stuff, their Bet Barbie, and things like that. So all of that is in there. So that's what I'm doing with this. I figure that's a good way to do it. And then next, I think I'm going to tackle shoes. Look at the shoes and everything else back here. But it is mostly shoes. So a lot of these I know are not able to be worn anymore. So I need to just go through, get everything out of this. There's obviously like a Duplo blocks or whatever they're called from my 2-year-old, once again. Just random things in here. So I'm going to organize the shoes next. There's a lot in the closet too.
I will stay just to feel your heart pumping next to my heart.
Okay, so I am not done with the shoes because there's more in the bottom of this closet. But first, I'm gonna try to fix this closet. It's always a disaster. My girls love to play dress up, like love to play dress up. They're always in something, okay? And so there's so many dress up things. Like, look at this. This is just the ones hanging. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, so they used to have like a little dress up corner when their room was in a different bedroom. But that doesn't work. It doesn't work. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move the clothes that they wear all the time, like their coats and dresses and things like that, over to this side. And I'm going to put these over in this side with their dress up shoes on this side of the closet. Don't know if this is actually going to work, but we're going to try it for a little while and see if that helps to kind of like create a space for both things. Yeah, I doubt it's going to work, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it.
Do you feel that I'm your missing part? That you're finally right? You got me out of this feverish dream. You are holding my hand. I have no clue, don't know what it means, but I know you'll understand. 'Cause when you're away, there's a hole in my heart.
This is a 2T. Pretty sure that's way past fitting any of my girls. Lily is small, but she's not that small. So I am going to put all of the coats and jackets here, and then all of the things they wear right here, with Sophia's on this side, Lily's on this side.
Sweetheart, let me be close to you forever and ever, darling. You're my sweetheart. You're my sweetheart. You're my sweetheart. Sweetheart. You're my sweetheart.
Okay, so that's what I have for right now, because earlier, I didn't show this, but earlier the whole bottom of the closet was filled with clothes. And it was hard for me to tell what was clean and what was dirty, which is super frustrating. Typically, there is a laundry basket that sits in the bottom of the closet, but for some reason, that wasn't there. And so that explains why there were clothes all over the bottom of the closet. So, just diligence and consistency with following up and making sure. And that's the thing that I've found. That's the thing that I found with all of my kids, and like basically training them on how to clean up after themselves and function with some type of organization, even from an early age. And so this again goes with what my goals were. My camera actually died, and so now I have to switch over to my phone for the rest of this video. But what I was saying is that just the consistency, that was part of my goals for this year, is just jumping back on to being consistent. That is something that I've always been really diligent about, especially when habit training my kids and things like that. But it's kind of fallen by the wayside just because of everything we went through this past year. And so just trying to build that back in and really build those healthy life skill type habits for my kids. And so yeah, hopefully this is good. So one of the things I'm sure you've noticed is the mix of hangers. I know that's a pet peeve for a lot of people, but I do need to go through these because some of these I would totally trash. My kids are in between on hanger sizes. They can't use adult sizes, but they can't, some of my kids, the ones like this are too small for their clothes. And so the ones that their clothes come on in that mid-range size are actually perfect for some of my kids' clothes. So I do hang on to those. Like when I go to Kohl's or someplace like that, I'm like, yeah, can I keep my hangers? Because I do like those hangers for like this kind of transitional age range, but I do need to go through those. But first I want to get everything good and organized, and then I can go back through and do the fine tuning organization. So I'm going to finish up with the closet. All right, so all is done. I had the girls make their beds, and bunk beds are hard to make. So anyway, so this is, I hear a little boy up from his nap. Those shoes, I still need to see if I can find the match downstairs, because there's an area we put shoes sometimes if we come in from outside. But all is back in its spot or in a new spot and organized. So this room is in this spring going to get a fresh coat of paint. It desperately needs it. There is a shelf that fell off the wall right here that she keeps books on that she reads at night. And so there's this stuff, that's our generation stuff, trash and like giveaway stuff, which I've already taken some of the donate stuff out. More our generation stuff, but you get the general idea and see the transformation. I told you the Barbie stuff is in there. Just odds and ends like dress up stuff, kiwi crates, and this is the food stuff that I showed you, and which Sophia actually went to go get a magic eraser so she could get that off. Up here, those are blankets and sheets, like extra blankets and sheets. That's what I'm getting the little boxes for. A lot of their stuff is in the dryer right now, which will go in here. Dress up stuff. This is their little container with their stuffed animals and their Our Generation stuff. Their little house shoes, everyday shoes, and just duffel bag type stuff, waterproof sheets, that kind of thing. So that is their organization here. Just really simple. Again, I try to I've noticed they are better at like macro organization. And so that's why I decided to designate different areas for each thing, but not organize it too detailed, because then it's overwhelming for them to try to pick up, clean up, and put things back where it goes when it's micro organized. So that is the girls' room. If you held on with me this long, thank you so much for coming along and joining me in getting this done, because it was definitely a big job to tackle. I will continue to go through like the boys' rooms and things like that. If you want to tag along for those adventures as well, make sure you're subscribed. I don't always share things like this, but this is part of life, and that's what I share on my channel, is like large family life kind of thing, like the logistics of living in a large family. And I try to remain as transparent as possible because, I mean, I am who I am. So what you see is what you get. But thanks for joining me, you guys, and I will see you all later. I hope you have a very blessed day.